Future flavors.
Yo, Pittsburgh, what is the deal? It's your boy DJ Cold Blooded, live and direct from Women 107.3, Pittsburgh's #1 home for hip hop and R&B. This is the Future Flavors Show, and I got a very special guest in the building. This guy has been making waves for years to come, years to come, all the way to where like my old heads at work say, yo, I don't really like this new rap stuff. I don't really like nobody, but Juugy, I like Juugy. These are dudes that's like 50. Like 50, 54, late 40s. They're like, yo, I don't like none of these dudes, but Juugy, I like Juugy. You know what I'm saying? This person has been making waves since a team. I'm not sure if he still is a team. But you know, we got big homie Juugy in the building. What's up?
What's good, it's Juugy.
How you feeling?
I'm good today. I swear, real good. Actually, I just got this new little business situation I opened up.
Yeah.
Or y'all old building.
Yeah. You copped the old Whammo studio?
Yeah, I'm renting out office spaces in there now. People with small businesses.
Okay. How'd that come about?
I was having a session with Icy, and he was on some, bro. You know they moved Whammo.
Yeah.
You might as well try to get the building over there. So I hit the dude up. I hit Jamal up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm with that."
Oh, that's what's up. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
23.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just turned 23.
Okay, all right, happy belated.
Good look.
I was always wondering, like, man, like how old is this dude? Like he's making all these, like, he don't look old, but he don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just 24. I didn't know if I was, like, out of date or not.
No.
Yeah, so where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Rankin, but I really grew up. I grew up living with my mom, and my mom lived in Rankin. My dad lived in BRADDOCK. I used to bounce back and forth every week.
Okay.
But yeah, BRADDOCK is where I claim.
So Rankin, like where the Jacks they just tore down?
Yeah, well, I grew up in the projects up the street from there, the Palisades.
Okay. All right. What was it like bouncing back and forth? Like as a kid, like what did that feel like?
That was normal for me. For real, I go with my dad. It just did nothing but work. Like all we did was sports. That's all my dad was worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Swear, even if I got in trouble in school, my punishment would be like I gotta shoot 100 jump shots today or something.
Ooh. That's like some Kobe Bryant type of time.
Yeah, my dad, he was all about sports.
All right, so what was it like going to like your mom's crib? Like, was it more like laid back?
I was outside. Yeah, I was outside. I was outside all day. Project kids.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool though. I used to get my ass whooped a lot more with my mom. I mean, I used to get whooped a lot more with my mom.
So, what's the biggest difference you would say is between BRADDOCK and Rankin?
There really ain't too much of a difference. I mean, people-wise, I kind of like BRADDOCK people better. I feel like Rankin people a little bit weird.
What, like standoffish?
Yeah, not even. Like, the people street-wise, they little street people weird. Like, they move weird. Yeah, they move weird. BRADDOCK is solid for the most part. There's a lot of weird people there, too, though. Weird people everywhere, but...
Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So, let's say, what was you getting into, let's say, middle school to high school time? Like, what was Juugy trying to do?
That's when I was really like getting into the streets on heavy, for real. After junior high is when I was like just really getting over. I didn't say getting over, but sports was starting to die down for me. I had more stuff going on.
Yeah.
And by high school, I was already getting in trouble, going to jail, placement.
Yeah.
End up getting my GED though, and then after that, when I came home from placement, I got my GED and stuff. I started really getting my music shit together.
Yeah, my music stuff together. So what was it like what's going through your head when you going through like the juvenile system, like you in placement and stuff like that, Schumann and stuff?
It was like I was just going with the flow at the time, for real. Wasn't really no major thought behind it until I started to get older and I wanted to actually start believing in my music.
Mm-hmm.
Once I started actually like believing in my music, that's when I started to try to maneuver different as far as the streets and everything. Like my team and stuff that I had at the time, they was like real heavy on, bro, you not toting no gun, you not selling nothing, you not doing nothing but rapping. You want to do something, we're going to take you to the studio.
Just the Life of Millville days?
No, I wasn't rapping Life of Millville days.
Yeah.
I ain't rap at all.
Oh, you just around?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It was just the guys, like that was like the older brothers. I was just maneuvering with them at the time. I ain't start rapping until after all that died. Trozy died in
that was like 2015, right?
Yeah, and people start dissing. When people were still making diss and stuff, I'm like, yo, what's up? Why ain't y'all rapping? And that's what made me really start rapping.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I talked to some of the guys, man, and it seems like the consensus is like, it just, it's just different. Like, it's not the same when you take like the the head off the snake. You know what I'm saying?
Major difference. But that's why like they like people started to feel like I forgot about them. They kind of felt like I forgot about them. And I'm like, bro, I just came over. I started my own little wave right now. That's all. I like love y'all to death. Them is my dogs though. Always will be.
Yeah. What was it like being around Trozy? At that, like, how
different.
old was you at this time? You had to be like, what, like 15, 17,
Like 11, 12.
11, 12?
Yeah, 13, all that, all from there on. He was a different type of person than a lot of. I only met one other person like him in my life, and that was one of my friends who just passed recently, named Ree. My man's Ree. Trozy was a real giving person. Like he did have that bully type of thing with him, but he didn't. He was anybody who was family was family. If he was family, like extended family to somebody else, he was family to him too, and he'll do anything for you. Nah, there ain't too many. I don't say too many. Everybody around us who had a house or anything, 9 times out of 10 he paid for half of the stuff in the house. Swear he was like that with everybody. He used to pay me to go to school, just so I ain't fail.
Pay you to go to school?
I used to skip at the studio every day. He was on some, y'all ain't about to keep doing this.
Yeah.
I'll pay y'all to go to school. Y'all got the easiest life, bro. Y'all probably the coolest little dudes in school.
Yeah.
Y'all be with us.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's kind of like what's like floating around about like Young Thug and Lil Baby and stuff. Like, I'll pay you to go to the studio so you're not in the streets. But in this case, it was go to school.
Yeah. In fact, that's big. That's all he wanted me to do. I wish I was rapping back then. Ain't no telling.
Yeah. That's what's up. Speaking of music, The Goodies is my favorite record. Like, it's up on the screen now if y'all can see it. I was this was the first one where like I was like, yo, who is this dude? Because I'm like, call it hypervigilant, let's say. So I'll look, I'll be like, I see the numbers, I see the scenery, I see the camera quality. I'm like, yo, this isn't like your average up and coming rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm looking, I'm like, yo, like, who is this dude? Like, he got it already. Like, what? Like, where did this come from? How did I not know about this? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody put me hip. Like, what was it like shooting the Goodies video?
That was one of the, I think that was my first I did a video in Atlanta before that, but that was one of my first like real scenery, John. Because the video I shot in Atlanta wasn't too much scenery. It was on the rooftop. You couldn't even tell I was in Atlanta. But that was just like, that was a vibe. And we all went down there as a group. Me and all the guys went down there together. We had a big crib and all that. So it was a nice vibe the whole time. It was just besides the video, it was a great vibe. I ended up enjoying myself a lot. And then we ended up shooting the video while we was there because it was such a good vibe. It was like, wow, we might as well. And C4 was down there. So we was like, yeah, we could link with
so
him.
it was just coincidence.
Yeah,
like
he was down there too already. So we just linked. I ended up linking with him and we shot the video.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Shout out to Ice.
Yeah, that's my dog too.
Yeah, that one, I might be sitting there at work. I started doing the Pittsburgh in my driver's seat, you know what I'm saying? Like, just going down the road. I'm like, yo, this. Like, I like that song. I really like that song. That's a good one.
That's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, man. So, pet goats, man. You had a pet goat.
Yeah, well, my boy A1. A1 had pet goats.
A1 had goats.
Yeah, he still got goats right now. He pulled A1's crib. He got goats in the backyard. And chickens.
Right. And chickens.
Yeah.
I seen, it was something, I don't think it was a music video. I think it was like a vlog, or it might have just been something on Instagram.
It was a vlog. Trilla was doing those little day in the life, basically.
Yeah. That was tough. I like that. Like, y'all's really, like, sitting there, you know, like, yo, this is the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? My goats is right there. Like, yo, how, like, so those were A1's goats.
Yeah, them is A1's goats. He still got them right now. I was just with A1 like 3 days ago.
Is he
still got them goats right now.
Like, is he breeding them or like? Because there's only one. Like,
they get it helps with, his brother has autism.
Yeah.
And that was the original reason they got him. His mom found out that they was like a way better animal. Like, they help with the autism better than dogs would. Like, they know how to deal with the kids better.
Really?
I swear, goats, surprisingly. So she ended up getting a goat for his little brother, kind of. And then next thing you know, she got the chickens and everything. They get eggs out the backyard and all type of stuff.
That's hard though. They get to save money on eggs and stuff.
On a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's different. Especially like they got livestock on their land now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's different. But goats helping with autism, that's different too. Like
I would have never even knew about it.
Yeah, I ain't ever heard that. That's different.
She said it's a way better therapy animal. Dogs is like too energetic for real.
Yeah.
Goats play with you still like the dog do, but it don't be like as extra.
They don't run into you like, or
They just keep trying to hit you with that little joint. That's how they play.
Yeah, well, hopefully one day it don't just, you know what I'm saying, start slapping feet. So I started getting hip to your music, and I never seen you like never ever seen him, like no shows, no nothing. So I'm at Fedchella, and me and some of the guys was DJing, and it was towards the end, and then here comes this I'm not gonna say little kid, but this guy,
little kid down there.
He pulls up, he's on the stage like, man, I'm the richest dude in my hood, man. Like, this is crazy. He starts talking crazy to the crowd, and then next thing you know, all these state troopers pop out of the woods, all these tires get slapped, all this stuff happens, and he's still going on like, man, I'll rap, I don't care, I don't need a mic, I don't need nothing.
I was still rapping and all that. I'm on stage still living. That was one of the, bro, I made a nice bit of money off that. I'm not gonna lie. Fed knows how to put together an event.
Mm-hmm.
That's something he real good at. I'll give him that. But I made a nice bit of money. I didn't even get to perform, and I still made a nice bit of money.
Yeah. Oh, so he paid performers.
Hmm?
He paid performers. That's what's up. I mean, I ain't know. You know, I was just there to DJ. I ain't know none of the like.
Yeah, no, I was paid performers. Fed hit me. He told me he gave me tickets to sell, and he was on some. You could keep the money that you make off the tickets, and I'll pay you for the show type shit.
That's
I'm
what's
like,
up.
yeah, for sure. Cause I was living in Cali at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I came back here for the Fedchella show, and then I had court, and I ended up getting shot the day after.
Yeah.
Like 2 days after Fedchella.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that because I vividly remember, like, I was like, yo, this is like the first time I seen you, and then like
crazy.
The next day, like you said, like 2 days later, like I remember people talking about it like on the news and stuff, and I'm like, yo, like,
I swear,
like that's crazy. So, well, but before getting into that, what was it like living in Cali? Why'd you move out there?
I was already going back and forth there. Well, I didn't even start going back and forth there yet. I went there a few times, so I had a nice bit of like connections out there. And then all my friends went to jail. Like 1 week, all my friends went to jail. Everybody was in jail but me. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I just got up and left. Woke up in the morning time, took a flight to Cali one way, and ended up just staying there for like 5 months. I was coming back and forth, grab clothes, do this, whatever I could, did back out. It was mean out there though. That was like one of the dopest things I did, smartest moves on accident. At that, I met a lot of industry people. I met like Rico Reckless. Rico Reckless was super cool. I ain't gonna lie, he's cool as hell, or as heck. He gave me 2 features for free, and then I met a lot of nice little industry people. But I got connections as far as like business stuff out there too that helped me with just regular life stuff.
So
Cali was a mean move.
So where was you staying at in Cali? LA?
West Hollywood.
West
yeah.
Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the biggest difference between that and Pittsburgh?
Oh, it's a major difference. Pricing, everything's different. You paying like, you gotta pay like damn near $10 for a pack of woods, and everything that you buy, like you could get if you come in, you know, in the store, you could leave with a water and a bag of chips here. They gonna give you a bag.
Yeah.
You gotta pay extra for your bags there. I did not like that. You gotta pay extra for bags. That's weak.
Yeah, that's like 10-cent quarter.
Yeah, it's 10 cents. It wasn't nothing major.
No, man. It just be the fact that like you ever remember when Bottom Dollar was around?
Mm-hmm.
It's like going to there and be like, all right, well, you got paid and you got to bag it too.
Yeah.
It's like, man, why? Like
that's weird.
Like,
and I don't like those straws. I don't like those little organic straws that they got. Every restaurant gives you organic straws out
like
there.
them bamboo joints.
Yeah, I don't like they be melting in your drink damn near.
Hey. That's different. That's a different one right there.
Positive side though, you used to party hard too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like work for us. Partying was work.
Right.
We'd just throw a party. Me and my boy Courage, we would get an Airbnb. We'll throw a party, and all these people we don't know would be popping up. That's how I met the industry people. They would just pop up at the party for somehow they would figure out the party. Whoever's promoting
like
the parties for us, I don't know.
You know Dot?
Yeah.
It look like his parties be like that too.
I never been in none of his parties out there. Like, me and him don't got no problem, but we don't lie. We like certain people we don't get along with on each side. So me and him never really crossed paths.
Yeah.
But he's cool with a lot of the people I'm cool with out there.
Mm-hmm. So back to the. Hopefully, I hope this is not like a triggering conversation for you, because I know like it's a very traumatic event.
I'm an open book, bro.
So like with the shooting happening, like how many times did you get shot?
7.
So you got shot 7 times. You're like what, 21 at the time?
I was 20. I turned 21 in the hospital.
Turned 21 in the hospital. So.
No. I was 19. I turned 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned 20 in the hospital.
All right, so 19 years old, you shot 7 times. What, like, as it's happening, what are you thinking?
As I got shot?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like that life flash before your eyes thing is real as hell. I seen like a whole bunch of different events, and then all I was thinking about was crowd surfing. Like that's the last thing I remember really thinking about. I was just thinking about crowd surfing. That was the last thing I did before I came back to Pittsburgh. And that was like a feeling I ain't never feel again since.
Well, you did a show?
Yeah, we had I was supposed to go on the free Wi-Fi tour at the time.
Who was on that? That sounds familiar. It's not Wi-Fi's funeral.
Huh?
That's not Wi-Fi's funeral.
I think that is who it is.
It
Wi-Fi's
was?
funeral. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi's
okay.
funeral. I was supposed to go on that tour.
Okay.
And but we was already having complications because a lot of the areas I wasn't allowed to go to because I'm on papers.
Right.
But the show that was coming up, and they had a show coming up on a tour in LA, and I ended up doing that show with who was me? It was me, Icy, and Kilo Dutch.
Okay.
Kilo Dutch told us to come on stage while he was performing. Icy started throwing water. After that, I'm like, oh yeah, we're rock stars right now. I'm about to do it. Icy, he was like, do it. I'm like, I took my bag off, dive right in the crowd.
It caught you?
Yeah. I swear I was in there for like 3 seconds over there on top of the crowd. Like 4 or 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Threw me back on stage, but that was an amazing feeling though right there.
So
that's all I thought about when I got shot.
So you thought crowd surfing?
Yeah. I was worried about crowd surfing.
Did you feel anything, or did you just feel nothing? Like it was just
nothing.
Like one of them things.
It was just like adrenaline rushing fast as hell. I ain't feel shit.
Yeah. So all right, so you wake up in the hospital, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and I shot a video. I shot a Blackout 2.
All right, I was gonna ask you about that because I didn't know. Maybe he recovered already and then just set up the scene and did it, or maybe he really did it because you was moving a lot. And I'm like.
That was my first day. I think that was my second day out of surgery. Yeah. First day, we were supposed to do the video the first day, but Trilla came. He didn't have his camera with him the first day when they came.
Right.
He came back next day, and we shot the video right then and there. Okay. I woke up, they was all in my face. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah. He was in the coma? Oh, just surgery. You said surgery.
Yeah, they kept on, the meds they was giving me I was going out every 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. That cause I'm looking, you moving and stuff. I'm like, man, it would hurt. Like I wouldn't be able to.
That's what they was saying.
Video.
I wasn't even in a lot of pain. Like even when I was in the hospital, I've been quit taking my perks a minute ago in the hospital. Like
good.
Like a good 2 weeks after, and then I was just selling to in the hospital. Every time people would come to the hospital, I'll just give them perks to my bros.
So how did you feel when you were shooting that video? Like you feel like I'm back or like I'm unstoppable? Like
unstoppable. Like there's not, cause the type of person I am for real, I'm my biggest enemy for real. Mm-hmm. Anything I really want to put my mind to and I try it, I'm gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Better than I thought, for real. I could do anything.
You definitely told me. You DM me, said you's a jack of all trades, man of many talents.
Yeah.
So when you got cause you got one right in your forehead, right? Like what? That didn't mess up your vision or thought process or anything?
No, they thought I was going to be, when I woke up, they thought I was going to be a little bit off for real. They thought I wasn't going to be able to talk. I had speech therapy and everything when I woke up. And I got, it was probably my 3rd day of speech therapy. I'm like, man, I'm not doing this no more. I don't need this lady. Like, I'm talking regular. I do everything. Matter of fact, when I was shooting a video, my doctor came back in while I was shooting a video. And they was on something like, you're not allowed to do this for real, but we kind of thought you were going to be like a little slow and everything, so this is like amazing to us right now. Yeah. They're like, how long ago did you make that song? I'm like, I made this song like a year and some change ago. I'm like, you remembered it? They thought I was going to have memory loss and everything.
Right. That's crazy. Like, remember everything? Was you able to read still?
Yeah, I ain't have no problems besides my my arms was weak as hell and I couldn't walk. That was it. Yeah, I didn't even know that at first. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like I was like, cause with my situation, with my brother, he has special needs and his legs look a certain way. Yeah. And I've been around lots of people who got disabilities and all their legs look a certain way when something happens. So I'm looking, and like I said, hyper vigilant. So I see that and I'm like, he might just be skinny for real. But then I'm hearing like, you know, like little stuff around there, like we can't walk and stuff like that. I asked Mike, I'm like, yo, like, can he not walk? Like I'm looking, and you're still shooting videos and stuff, and it looks like you're still mobile. So I'm thinking, I'm like, can he? Like maybe he's like, you know, like tiptoeing and then has to sit down, or maybe he has like crutches or like daffos, and you know.
I probably damn near would have been walking by now if I actually was trying. No, I did do therapy for real at first, but
that's also
a lot of stuff started getting real hectic, and I was like, I got life stuff to worry about more than just therapy, even though therapy part of my life stuff. But I felt like I had a lot of other stuff I had to worry about for me to be able to stay afloat, to be able to focus on therapy. Yeah. But that took a long time. I ain't gonna lie, bullshit. I messed around for too long, and I could have been walking.
Yeah. So what's it feel like now? Cause like you pulled up to the station. You said you had the wheelchair going on, carried you up the steps and everything. Like it's a real thing. So like, what's it like now, going from always being able to get up and literally just walk wherever you want to now it's like it's different.
It is like, for a long time it didn't bother me for real at all. I was like, nothing really changed at first. Everything was still the same besides the fact I couldn't do a lot of stuff myself. But people would pick me up, even if I was going to go see a female, whatever the case may be. I pull out her crib, she put me right on her back, take me in the crib. It just was regular at first. I wasn't really stressing. My life was regular. It was still the same. I did everything the same. But recently it finally was like, yeah, I'm fed up. I do not want to deal with this no more. I'm not trying to. I didn't like how I noticed I was way more different than how I thought. As much as I said it wasn't different, life was different for me, super different. But I didn't notice it until now and start to like really look back like, yo, people change around me. It's, oh my God, one of the most frustrating things is in the middle of the night when I want something to drink. I be too lazy to get up out the bed myself and do it, so I just be sitting there stuck like, man, do I really feel like getting up myself right now?
Yeah, so you like just keep the chair next to you, or like do you like just get up and like
just start using my chair? This whole time I've been shot.
So what would you do before? Like, would you like launch yourself?
People carry me around.
All right. Okay.
Everywhere. People carry me everywhere.
Okay.
If I didn't get carried around, I would scoot. I didn't like the wheelchair. It just wasn't it for me. Like I didn't want to get used to it. I'm gonna be walking them, and I don't even want to start using the chair. That was my mindset.
I mean, she had to use like crutches or something.
Yeah, I should have. But that was my mindset. That's how I looked at it. Like God do work out for me in the wildest ways. Yeah. And I was really like banking on that heavy. And I should have been working myself too. But I was banking on that heavy. Like, yeah, God just always look out for me. That's just how it goes. That's how my life is.
Yeah. So what's it like now? Like, are they saying like it's gonna take a certain amount of time, or? There's
no set time. Honestly, like when I first got shot back then, that's when my doctor said that I wasn't going to. But they also thought I was going to be half retarded and shit. So stuff. So
yeah. So let's say moving past that situation, you got great reception on the video. Like that was like that's gonna be like an urban legend story. Like, man, like remember when that happened to Juugy? And he shot the video in the hospital, like right after. And it went up too. Like a lot of stuff you drop gets an easy 250,000 views, 300,000 views.
Facts. You know? That was another thing that I took a nice little break off of music for a minute after that. And once I did drop again, I didn't do the same numbers. Like I still did amazing numbers. Not amazing, but I did good numbers for Pittsburgh. But for me, it wasn't good enough.
Right.
I'm used to 10K a day.
Right. Yeah.
Easy, like 7, 8 bare minimum a day.
Yeah, it make you think you gotta keep your foot on their neck.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's why lately I've been like trying to start unraveling my tape. That's what I'm trying to do right now, unravel my tape the right way. Okay. Start dropping the little audios and stuff.
Alright. So what was it like working with Ice or Vezzo?
He cool. Like he's super cool. And he was real like, I don't say real worried, but he was on some like making sure, yeah, bring him over here. Make sure you grab him, bring him over here. He a cool dude though. He wasn't one of them I'm not type of nigga.
Yeah. Was that one of your first like industry features?
For real. Well, Rico Reckless technically was, but
okay.
Ice with Vezzo done more cracking than Rico Reckless for real.
Yeah. All right.
But Vezzo was a paid feature though.
Okay. Are you able to disclose the amount?
He wanted $8,000 for the video and stuff. That's because he was in town at the time though.
Oh,
too.
Dang. Well, it's, I mean, but who I'm talking to, like, that's not nothing compared to what it could be.
Y'all be swearing I'm rich.
Hey man, we be seeing it. We be seeing it. That is not. That's not no. That's not no generic hat from the corner store. You know what I'm saying? That's not from the joint across Friendly Dollar down on the A.
I just know I make it look good.
Hey. So how's it feel to be where you at, man? Like you're
good, bad. I got mixed emotions. I could be way farther. Like I said at the time when Fed telling all that was going on, and I had 2 labels on the line.
What labels were they?
Rostrum and Rostrum and I can't think of the other name. I had Rostrum. I remember Rostrum for Sony.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Rostrum and Sony. But I took a major L with that. That was a major L for me, for real.
I mean, kinda, but like, you know, like you ain't do it to yourself.
I didn't, but I kinda did. I should have been maneuvering properly.
Did.
I started getting loose.
Yeah.
I ain't care about riding around. I know I gotta ride around out here and all that. I was moving. I was loose.
Yeah.
I felt like I was that unstoppable mode. I'm not worried about y'all. I'll live around do whatever I want. Whatever I want to do.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think you could double back on the labels?
Possibly, but I'm gonna have to work. I gotta get my numbers back to how they is. I gotta be able to. I wasn't, because I was consistent, but I wasn't even dropping that consistently for real back then. I would drop a video like once a month, but the numbers was just there.
Yeah.
So it looked very how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I gotta drop more. Videos is important too for me. I'm an entertainer.
You into doing shows?
Yeah. I like shows a lot. Know what I mean right now in my situation?
Yeah.
I denied so many shows.
Why?
Like, so many shows. I've been denying shows for the last 3 years now.
Why?
Because I'm an entertainer, bro. I don't want to go on stage and be just sitting there in my chair like this rapping.
2 Chainz did it.
Yeah,
he did
it too.
Boosie, they did the whole tour.
I gotta get up and dance. You know, honestly, that's not my music kind of even change. I get in there, even when I just writing, I sit in there and I be dancing. I get in my groove.
Yeah.
I don't do all that no more. It's like, humble me down for real. I be chilling. I'm just sitting there.
That would be, I'll say, just like how you did the video, that would add to the legendary story.
If I go do a show?
Yeah, get you some gold Dayton's or something, put on your chair, you pull up, do the show. Nobody's doing, like, that's really, like, that'll really set a tone, like, yo, this guy's, like, really unstoppable. He's really determined and dedicated to his craft. Like, yeah, hit 7 times at 19, 20 years old, shot the video right after surgery. Now he's performing, and not even necessarily, like, laughing in people's faces, but you just staying consistent with it. Like, not a lot of people are able to do that, even though you're doing business moves on the back end and, like, behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that would be very impactful for people. Even other people that's, like, might have special needs or be in chairs, whatever, they might look at that and be like, man, like I could
motivate.
Like, yeah, like you never know who's watching you. Like, you gotta think like this video. Let's see what it say. All right, so this one got 253,000 views. So that the city of Pittsburgh alone is like in the limits. It's like 300,000 people. So let's say that's not just here, but that's across the whole East Coast. You don't know who is watching you technically.
Yeah, better be people in Australia hitting me up.
Yeah, like,
I swear the wildest people. Australia people. Like, I got actually the first blackout song I made. The beat was a YouTube beat, and some dude from, I don't know, he was from somewhere out the country though, and he hit me up on something like, yo, I'm from so and so. I found this song. Like, I see a lot of people do music to my make a song to my beats, but I've never heard nothing like this. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hard. That made me feel good. That made me feel real good.
Hey, the proof is in the pudding. You dropped Dirty Boys.
Dirty music.
That was a real interesting beat. I like that beat. You said one line where, now correct me if I'm wrong, you said something we like the Reaper Boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say that to say, you ever think about dropping like a Reaper Boys tape? Nope, not a thing.
Never. I got the only tape ideas I got in mind so far was the Only God Could Judge Me. That's the one I've been promoting since for a minute now.
Okay.
I always was supposed to drop that. That was my first tape.
All right.
I got one that I'm working on called G Tape,
Mhm.
and I was going to drop like all my old songs, like stuff that got leaked and all that.
Yeah.
And I was going, just so I could still double back and make my dollars off of it, I was going to drop a tape called Tamper With,
Mhm.
but I ended up not even doing it.
Mhm. So, what are your thoughts on the Pittsburgh music scene? Cause we like the same age, so you got to see it from like a different lens. You know what I mean? I say we ain't necessarily get to see like the scorching hot era and like Mailman and all that, but like from let's say like 2010 up till now, like we got to see like the boom of it. You know what I'm saying? So like, what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I like the old Pittsburgh music scene way better.
Like the Tef era, yeah.
That's like that's how I like fell in love with music. I used to be in the studio with them. I didn't even rap or none of that yet, but just being around Trilsy and them, I used to always be in studio sessions. I remember first ID Labs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They used to call me Little T God. That's what they would say. Little T God, Little T God.
Why they call you T God?
Taylor Gang. It was a Taylor Gang. Everybody in there was on they was on some T God, bro. T God.
Mm-hmm. So
I like the old music scene way better though.
what you think about the scene now?
A lot of the rappers don't even. They just, at least music is different. Like music was way more genuine and real back then. Like people just be rapping to rap now. You never could believe what somebody be rapping about these days.
I agree.
Never mind. They might have a whole made up. Because I know one rapper in mind right now, and he is hard, bro. Like he be saying mad horror stuff, but it's not real.
At all?
No.
He's local?
Yeah.
It's not real at all.
Not real at all. And I like his music. I even like rapping with him. But why lie?
Mm-hmm.
Music is really like that's how I express my feelings, bro. My life, what's going on. Because I'm not good at just. I mean, I could communicate well, but I'm not really good at just opening up to somebody, expressing myself one-on-one. Music helped me do that.
So, what do you think about like the nightlife scene?
I hate it.
Why?
It's messy.
Why is it messy?
It's messy because people don't know how to put their differences to the side when they go out. They mess up a lot of our functions. People will really willingly go out trying to get into stuff. That's too much, bro. My generation of people, I hate my generation, bro. The females too, annoying. I don't nobody want no bottle girl D. Why is you DMing me talking about book a section? I will hit you if I want to, bro. Don't be hitting me. Then they be getting mad on something like they get to talk about, oh, you be acting like you got all. Bro, don't why is you worry about my pockets, girl? I don't want no section from you. I hate this little nightlife.
Hey man, they gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta promote the clubs.
Promote the club, cool, but they be harassing you to get a section.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get a section because of certain people who you is, they'll really like get to try and talk bad to you because you ain't get a section. Oh, you're broke. You're broke. Begging for me to get a section.
All right, well, I could agree on some of the things, man. Like the, you know, I get both sides of it. I get both sides. So, you're a father.
Yeah, I got a daughter.
So your daughter's in the studio right now.
No.
No?
It's like my stepdaughter.
Step. Okay. All right. My bad.
Yeah, my daughter's in Atlanta right now. She'll be here a little bit later on today.
Okay. All right. Well, what was fatherhood like coming into that?
She was born while I was in the hospital. And
when
I got shot.
For real?
Yeah.
So your birthday and your daughter was born?
Yeah. My
Damn.
daughter, it was my birthday, and then my daughter was born, I think, like a little bit after. Yeah. Damn near a month later.
Huh. So what was that like?
At first, it was like real. It was a lot mentally. There was a wild situation.
Yeah.
So then, but finally, once I started just being around her and stuff, though, there ain't no feeling like it.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, it's dead. Mad, happy, sad moments. Sometimes I feel like I don't be doing enough for her.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I be feeling like I don't get to see her enough. But I know my daughter loved me, and I know I love my daughter.
What do you think? Do you think it changed anything in you? Like, do you think something clicked?
I look at stuff differently with kids. That's about it. Like certain stuff that I would normally like, I used to bypass. Like, what is you complaining for? They not a kid. But once I had my own kid, I did start to like, bro, chill. Get my daughter around. I definitely need to work on it with a lot of stuff though still, but that's the only really thing that changed. I thought everybody said it would make me softer, but no, that ain't what it did at all.
Yeah, man, I felt like when my daughter was born, we left the hospital. Like it felt weird. Like there's another piece of you in the world that you're really responsible for. Like and it like it doesn't go away. Like other people's kids, you could put them down and say bye
and go.
You know what I'm saying? You go back to your regular life. Like once it's yours, it hits different.
Way different.
Yeah. What's it like? I hope I'm not stepping over any boundaries when I ask you this.
I'm an open book.
What's it like being in like the stepdad position?
Like you said, normally like you could just put the kid down. It's not yours. And it's a weird situation because it's not your kid, but you still can't just put her down and go. Like, all right, no. Me and her used to bump heads heavy at first. Swear.
Okay.
She was I ain't gonna say was. She be crybaby sometimes. And we would bump heads on that because I wasn't used to it. I never really, like you said, I could just put a kid down and go. I wasn't used to the crying thing. Like I was stuck with it.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind at first.
It don't just turn off either.
Yeah, I gained patience. For real, like on the father side of it, like on the father side of it, she helped me grow in a lot of stuff, like more than my own daughter did, because I'd be around her every day. I don't be around my daughter every day. I'd be around her every day. So she helped me grow with, for real, when I even say just a parent, she helped me grow as a man with a lot of stuff. She helped me learn patience. She helped me, like, I really noticed that I actually do care about, like, the other stuff that I didn't think I did. I be on her about school stuff already. She not even in kindergarten yet. I be on her ass. Oh, my bad. I be on her behind, though. I don't like her to slip at all. Swear, I be trying to keep her on her toes. But we bump heads a lot for it.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes, man. Kids are a lot.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
Yeah.
And it don't, ain't no book for it. Ain't no book, no rule book, no.
The females really got that mouth on them.
Yeah.
I hate that, but they be talking crazy.
Yeah. So, what you working on right now?
Music-wise?
Yeah. Anything?
Music-wise, I just been dabbling. Well, not even dabbling. I just been making whatever come to my mind lately. I ain't really working on a specific project. Business-wise, though, I just got that. Like I said, I got that the old Whammo building now. About 7 rooms in there on that side, right? Like 7 rooms or something.
If you want to be technical, there's the one you walk into. That's one.
That's like the lounge area. I'm making that a lounge.
There's the kitchen. There's the production room, main one, conference room. There's the
conference room. I'm turning it into like a little salon for real. I'm gonna put like 4 or 5 chairs in there.
There's the other one, that sales room. Then there's
Jamal's old office though.
Yeah, Jamal's office.
I turned that into that's my office now too.
Then there's there's the little rooms, but those are closets. Then there's the old one, the old studio. So that's really like 9.
No, we got the old studio is still fully running. I got
not the I am part, but the other not the one next to that. Cause there's that little photo studio that's next to it.
Photo studio and the t-shirt drawing next to that.
That's probably what they did.
Yeah, that's the t-shirt room I think you're talking about. It's right next to the photo.
Yeah, that's probably what they did with that.
He got the t-shirts in there.
Yeah, okay. All right, so
other than that, I'm just trying to get that business up and running for real.
Yeah. So what's it gonna be like? What's all gonna be in there? Salon,
people doing hair, people doing nails, lashes. I'm trying to get a tattoo artist in there, and then I'll feel good. My man's Drizzy. He got like these exotic snacks and stuff that he sell. I'm trying to get him to come in there and put his snacks up and stuff in there. He got a lot of exotic like snacks and drinks. But I think it'll like bring a nice little edge to vending machine, like it's alright, but it don't got enough.
No.
Especially with all them businesses going on in there and the studio situation. I think he'll make a nice bit of money in there. So I'm trying to get him in there.
Yeah, man. Thank you for pulling up and sharing your story. It's very, very insightful. I ain't gonna hold you. It hit different. Like when you said like, "Oh, I'm here," and I was standing there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, man, where is he? I kept seeing that little blue dip going around. I'm like, why is he doing that? And then I seen you like, like wheel up, and it just like hit different because I'd always hear it,
but then know for sure.
Yeah,
I have that problem so much, and like, well, not really a problem, but I run into that all the time. People be like, "Yo, so like, could you like? I didn't want you to get offended, but like, could you walk or not?" I be like, "Bro, I ain't gonna get offended, bro. Just nah."
Yeah, like it's like it just made me think like, like just. Cause like I've seen it in different like standpoints. Like I said, like my twin got special needs. I've seen kids where they have to like put their arms on, you know what I'm saying, or like put their like prosthetic leg on or their foot or something. So like seeing like someone go from like you could just walk around and do whatever you want to do, and then seeing that happen, like that's like like
definitely major change.
Yeah, but
I always looked at it like God he wanted me to slow down like the way I was maneuvering just wasn't correct. Yeah, like you said, there was all that going on at Fedtella, and I'm still on stage. Don't talk about I'm the crazy thing here. Yeah, I had to graduate from that level with me. That's how I look at my whole situation. Like I had to sit down because I wasn't ready for what was coming for me yet.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's a good way of looking at it. And like seem like you're in good spirits. You still hustling and bustling, doing your thing. Doing what you can for your daughter and stepdaughter. You still pulled up here, like you could have said, like, man, I don't want to go up there, man. Man. Like I ain't feeling it.
First thing I did in a minute too. I done had big interview offers and all type of stuff. This is the first thing I did in a minute.
Yeah, well, good look. You know what I'm saying? We doing good out here.
I was excited for this one too.
Yeah, we doing good out here. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like with all of those, like I booked like a lot of interviews, like months in advance, and either they canceled or I canceled or it worked out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we could pull this one off. I feel like I try and create a safe space where people could come up here and like really like be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Talk about them.
Like nice space. I like the space.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice little upgrade.
Yeah. Definitely like gotcha questions. No like, oh, well, what does this really mean? Hey, I saw you post like none of that like type of time. But where can the people follow you? Where can they tap in? Where can they buy merch, listen to music? Where can they inquire about getting one of those rental properties?
For real, you could Instagram is that's where you can do anything with me at right now. I gotta get a website for my business, but I got a Instagram page for my business, but you could DM my personal or anything. It's on BigHomie_Juugy, and my business page is Some Urban LLC.
That's it? You don't want to shout nobody out? Got the whole BRADDOCK, Upbringing.
I'll shout out my brother Poop Papers. He just dropped a tape called Got Papers. Shout out. I don't really got that many. I'm gonna shout out my little bro Meezy, man, just cause he has.
Okay. All right.
He a rapper too. He's nice.
Okay. All right. One more thing. What's a piece of advice you would give to an up and coming underground artist that's gonna watch this in Pittsburgh or just in general?
Always be you. That's one of my. People be like having a whole image and biased opinion about how I might be off of my music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get to know me and they be like, bro, you like way different than how I thought you would be.
Mm-hmm.
And people fuck with me or mess with me heavy for that. So I just always be you. Mm-hmm. And it helped my music be the best it is. Like, you hear my music and it's like, oh, I know Juugy is not lying when he said that. Like, I know. Mm-hmm. Just be you.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Another segment of the Future Flavor Show. It's your boy Cold Blooded, Juugy, and we out. Yeah, see, that wasn't that bad.